Gotta love the morning cups of tea. 5:30 a.m. Up early. My daughter Karen's still in bed. She's got to get ready for high school. One more week until school holidays. Now, I've got the week off from work from my part-time job at school because I share 1 week on, 1 week off with someone else, and then I've got another 2 weeks off. Pretty exciting. But what we got today is another subscriber question. Pretty cool, I reckon, because... Hang on. Oh, cup of tea. She's still a bit early yet. All right. I'm going to be kickstart, though. Let's get into this subscriber question, because what we did in the last vlog was we wanted to know how many trays to start off on a worm farm. And I put the compost into the worm farm. So we're going to wait for the worms to come up, but we're going to entice them a bit more. And that's what this subscriber question from Jenny is. How do I entice my compost worms into the second tray? All right, let's go. Yep, there's those gummies. Gummies are waiting for me. Do you wear gumboots? I love me gummies. And, oh, here we go. Hang on, put the cup of tea down. We've got to make our way out to the worm farms. And I'm going to give you a bit of a tip about avocados on the way out at the end of the video. So, if you're liking those little avocado tips as well, no, not everyone grows avocados, but this will be sort of like, will help you with other fruit trees as well. It's a very similar technique, and I'll show you on the way out. That is my Brazilian cherry. Had a few flowers on it. Tiny flower right there. But it'll be a while till it throws some cherries out. All right. So, hungry bin, left open last night. Not a good idea. Mouse or something could get in there and run havoc in there at night like that. But it rained a little bit, so it got a bit wet. That was good. And we're going to head around here. I'm going to leave my cup of tea here on top of the compost tumbler with my, look at this guy, just growing out of it. That's a flat leaf parsley. It's going to go into seed. It's going to spread seed all through my garden. I'm going to be stoked. I'm going to have heaps of flat leaf parsley yet again. My little permaculture style garden. So out here, the windrows covered over with cloth because I don't like them drying out too quick. And the worms seem to like it dark. They come up to the surface and eat the coffee grounds. And that's what we're doing right now. We're heading over to the truck. The old silver fox. Pick up these coffee grounds. See, oh, left my surfboard in the truck overnight. Luckily I live in a pretty safe place today. Silly me. I didn't go surfing yesterday. It was too windy, but I went to have a look. Anyway, we got to get, see this? That is 10 litres. Oh, I'll put it down. It's pretty heavy. I'll just change hands with my camera. 10 litres coffee grounds. Now I'm not going to need that much for the worm farm. I do throw it on quite thick onto these windrows though, and they come up and feed on it. They absolutely love it, and it helps me move them around in the area, and it stores a lot of moisture, traps a lot of moisture. The biggest worm farms ever. We'll do some updates on those in the near future. At the moment we are doing some subscriber videos. Don't forget this cup of tea. This is very important in the morning. And there they are over there, the worm farms. So, the funny thing is, right, when you got a camera in one hand, cup of tea in the other, and then you want to carry coffee grounds as well, that ain't going to work too well. But look at the garden. I just replanted some of this herb here. You know what type of herb that is? Let me know in the comments box down below. I know what it is, but I'm just going to test you guys. And I'll give you some little roundups. And this one, I'll give you a little hint. It's got something to do with Cape. And they're a type of berry. Let me know if you know what that one is down in the comments box down below. Now let's grab these coffee grounds here, and we'll bring it over to the worm farm that we did in the last vlog. where we put another level on top to entice the worms up. But how do we entice the worms up even more so? By giving them fresh compost. Well, the fresh compost will work pretty well, but we will be able to, now you won't see any in there because it takes a few days for them to start moving up, right? I've got to start locking in moisture as well, because the moisture will help them come up. And so I'm going to put around about probably close to a litre, I would say, in here. And that'll do it. Now, you've got to be a little bit careful when you put a lot of coffee grounds into your worm farm, right? When you use the water, the liquid that comes out of the bottom, because it becomes quite acidic. And some plants don't like it so acidic. If you put it on mints and things like that, it actually hurt your mints and stuff. But if you're putting it on, like, say you water it down a bit, and you put it on like tomatoes and chilies and things that like a little bit of acidity, they really appreciate it, especially strawberries. Strawberries really love it. And so it's as simple as that, guys. Just sneaking a bit of coffee grounds in there. Hang on, my camera's turned off. Hang on. There we go. It popped back on again. She goes black to save power. I can't see myself in front of the screen. But look, that's vlogging when you're going freestyle, right? It's really good fun. I love running around with the camera and showing you guys what's going on. And this is sort of a part of my day to restoring these worm farms that I've been showing you in the last vlogs, getting them back into life again, because I wasn't taking care of them for a while. I've been pretty busy on some other projects. But now with school holidays coming up, I want to get these worm farms going much better. And people, the reason why I have these extra spare worm farms other than the windrows is these are the ones that I keep for security stocks. So if ever the windrows sort of like have a problem and I lose a lot of the worms in there, I can come around and release them back into the windrows. And also when people purchase, I let them know, yeah, come around tomorrow, I'll have them ready for you. And what I do is I keep them baited in one area, and then I just grab a few handfuls, which I think is close to 1,000, $35 for 1,000 compost worms. It's pretty good, I reckon. And look, they cost a bit more than that. It's about $50 at a lot of places now for 1,000 compost worms. So I think that's not too bad a deal. Who knows? I don't know. I might put it up to 40 in the near future, but $35 for the moment. Now, while I keep drinking my tea, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to take you over to the avocado tree and give you some fruit tree tips. Like, this is a permaculture tip. And, well, I'd call it, actually, I learned it from a biodynamic farmer. So, I've got to keep getting that tea into me. And I've got my dad cup, because the reason I'm drinking out of my dad cup is because my daughter forgot Father's Day. She really did the other week. And when I drink my dad's cup, it sort of remembers me. It's like my day for my Father's Day. I love being a dad, and I love raising a child. It's just unreal. Best thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm sure it's the best thing that you've ever done too. And if you missed out on Mother's Day or Father's Day, let me know in the comments box down below. Maybe it's just not you and me, but, you know, it's teenagers and it's just me and Karen here. So, you know, I can't really blame her for forgetting every now and again. Anyway, let's go over to the avo tree here, because I've been sort of teasing you with it. Now, this one's probably about 4 years old, and he had a bit of a rough time because of the drought and the fires and things like that. And last year she dropped the fruit. She was ready to fruit up last year. Third year they usually fruit up pretty good. So this is year 4 for it. And look at these beautiful flushes coming through the top here. Now, I'll show you a trick here. So you can see these flushes coming up through the top, and then you can see that these flowers are falling down. Well, the new flush coming up from the top, what that does is it throws out all these beautiful new leaves and protects these flowers that fall down below and produce fruits. What that does is that keeps the humidity around the fruit, it keeps the sun off the fruit, and when they're hiding under the leaves, the fruits, what it does is it's holding all the biology around that fruit and keeping the fruit really healthy, really shiny, and really protected. And so that is one of the tips for growing certain types of fruits on trees. You want to keep the fruits underneath the tree in the shaded area out of the sun. So you really want to have these beautiful lush leaves coming through, photosynthesizing, sending the sugars into the fruits so the fruits taste better and getting all that yummy stuff, right? Pretty cool. Anyway, look, if you're enjoying this and you're digging these type of videos, because I'm doing the subscriber questions at the moment, leave a question to do with worm farming down below. I will randomly pick one or two here and there and make a video about it for the time being. I reckon that's a pretty cool way to go. Get to help you guys. I create a video and everyone wins. All right, have a great day. Happy gardening. I'm going to go back to my cup of tea and we'll see you in the next video real soon. Make sure you subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on getting your question answered. Flexi hand. You haven't seen the flexi hand. This is where it comes in. But for now, make sure you subscribe. Leave a question so I can answer it for you.